So today I'm going to try and sort out this polytunnel frame. I'm going to convert it into a pumpkin climbing frame or pea or bean frame. So I'm just going to prepare some beds ready for the season for next year. We didn't have any pumpkins last year, so I'm hoping to maybe grow some pumpkins around the polytunnel frame. But one thing we do need to do is to get the beds prepared, because we need to lay down some manure for the pumpkins, and it's going to have to go and leave 6 to 8 months for the beds to prepare for the manure for the pumpkins. So let me show you what we're going to do. So my plan with the polytunnel frame is to grow my pumpkins around it, or my peas or my beans. So I'm going to make a bed along the edge here. I'm just tidying up this polytunnel frame. It's just broken a bit, so I just need to make a repair on my poles because they've completely snapped. So I'm trying to join these two up somehow. I'm not quite sure. I've not got no tape. When you're on the allotment, you've got to compromise with what you've got. So I've got some rope. So I'm just going to twist this round and round and see whether I can join them together that way. Might work, might not. Well, I've kind of bodged that up a bit, but it should hold for a little bit. Have to tidy it up, maybe bring some tape down or some cable ties, but that would do for the meantime. So I want to make a border along the edge here. So I'm going to fold back this tarp and make myself a border. I'm not going to make it all big, I'm just going to make it about 1 to 2 foot wide, and then we can dig out the border and prepare it for next year. So we're really gutted that we had no pumpkins on the plot this year. That was due to going away on holiday and the pumpkins plants died and never had any to plant in. But today I'm going to start preparing my beds for pumpkins for next year, and they do like a good manure a bed, so I'm going to recover this bed and put some manure down and then leave it for 6 to 8 months and let the manure break down. But I'm going to have to uncover this bed. So I'm going to make this bed about 1 foot, maybe 1.5 foot wide, and cover it with manure, and then that's going to break down ready for the pumpkins. So that's about as wide as I want the bed to be, and I'm going to do it on the other side, but I'm just going to start this side first, clean this out and cover it with some manure. So I've got these old fence posts, just going to stick them down the end just to make a temporary barrier for our compost, for our manure. There we go. Now we're going to stick down some manure. Whoa. So I planted an assortment of flowers in this pot, and I've just looked now and I can see the sweet peas are still growing, and this is November and it's outside. I think these must be poppies or some sort, but wow, having a little break. So this is fairly fresh manure, and it's been used with cardboard shreds, so that's all going to break down in time. So I'm going to spread that along the bed. The rest. So look at that then, 2 beds, manured. They're just going to sit now, rot down, let the worms pull all the manure down, the compost bits can decompose, and we'll have a job done ready for spring. So I'm just sat here looking at my allotment, having my coffee. I've seen these sweet williams just growing up. That was just a seed, a packet of seeds I planted in there with some sunflowers, and we've got some pretty flowers. Didn't even know they were in there. They've already grown and flowered. Look in this bed as well, we did this one with some sunflowers. We've got a little poppy in the garden. How lovely is that?